Winner moves on to winners finals. Loser plays the loser of Fire Blaster and 2-2. And the Yid is starting out with Pika. That's respectable. Like, I know that the Yid has a very strong Yoshi, but I respect that every now and then the Yid wants to try new things. Like, he went completely random for a few sets in bracket today. Like, he tried out, like, let's see how the game takes me. Like, the Yid is a guy who likes trying new things every now and then. And on the other hand, we got Spongy. He's going with his bread and butter, the character he always sticks with like it is a thorn that he has stuck himself into. That good old Kirby. It's consistent, it's strong. He knows that he doesn't need anything else to win sets. He's number one on the PR. He's shown time and time again that Kirby is a force to be reckoned with. So, we're starting out with a about even foray into neutral. And Spongy does take the first stock without trouble. One of the things that makes Kirby just such a good character is a lot of his kill moves stick out there for a long time and become a you cannot travel here unless you want to lose your stock area. So Spongy can rest assured knowing that if he wants to get a kill, he can be relatively safe while going for them. And that's something that Pika also has a strong factor in, that his kill moves, they're stronger. I feel like they can get kills a little bit earlier, but they're not quite out as long, so you gotta be a little bit riskier with your kill moves. Now the Yid electing to keep himself away and move back into a neutral reset for his recovery there. I'm really liking how the Yid recovers here. It's a whole bunch of strong options that are just like, rather than letting himself try to go to ledge, he's looking around, seeing what's open, what's not, where can I go if I want to get back on ledge, and I want to get to safety. A lot of the time he's recovering really far, choosing to go to the platform opposite the one that he and Spongy were previously fighting on. And in the battle to keep yourself alive in this first game, it had been working fairly well for him. But just one down air is, when you're at high percent, all you need with Spongy's Kirby. That's really just a get out of your opponent's stock free card. We're once again in a neutral position for even stock, relatively even percent. Spongy taking all the time he needs to collect his thoughts, make sure that he is ready for a battle, and he can give himself a good strategy. The Yid absolutely dominating that, like, just fight area. He had an option prepared for everything Spongy was able to throw out, and he just kept him going in a solid combo for a good lark. Still continuing. Wherever Spongy goes, the Yid is prepared to deal with it. It's a very interesting ballet of sorts that the two of them were dealing with there. Because in this game in particular, you know that if you get hit with something, it could very easily transition into a far longer chain of hits. Like, it's a lot easier and a lot more rewarding to combo than it would be in other games of similar speed. So they really have to manage their neutral well to make sure that nothing happens where they could be at a disadvantage. You really see them saying, okay, I'm going to poke in that hit there. If it doesn't work, I gotta be prepared to get myself to safety. So they're going for attacks, but they're staying relatively far away from each other in the process, hoping that one of them is going to be the one that makes the mistake. Like, it's a very aggressive defensive form of play, if you understand what I'm saying. And right there, one bit that was too aggressive from the Yid, and Spongy has taken it back to about an even position. Went from a slight stock advantage to a slight percent disadvantage in just one pair of strings. Great exchange from the Yid really allowed him to reset the position. That way he can reposition himself and get where neither of them are on the approach, and Pikachu can use his slightly better neutral tools. And Spongy is fighting for his life here. 109%. He was able to recover without trouble, but one exchange could be the end for both players at this point. Oh. This is the point where they're really taking things carefully, but the Yid just makes my point moot. He's going right in there with that up tilt, or up air. The down B takes it. Game 1 goes to the Yid. Applause to him.
This game's winner is Pikachu. Free for all.
So, overall, I would say that both players played phenomenally. It came down to either of them just making that one mistake that allowed a strong hit to go off. And the Yid is deciding to stay with Pika. He's doing a might as well keep with what works going on. I respect it. So, once again, we're seeing this ballet of sorts where neither of them wants to let themselves lose neutral, because just there, one hit from Spongy caught a good 54% on the Yid, which led to a quick extra up air into a forward smash, and his first stock is gone before he can blink. So, down air from Spongy keeps the Yid on his toes, but once again, he's able to maneuver the hurt boxes that Pika has very well so that he can keep himself safe. And another forward smash from Spongy. He is moving on to a far more aggressive style. Oh no! Gee. The Yid is really having some struggles here. He's gonna complete change from last game. A bit too aggressive there. But the Yid manages to stay alive. With an exchange here, he could take the stock. This is very important for him if he wants to have a... unfortunate SD from Spongy. Going for the neutral B. It's a misplay everyone makes from time to time. The Yid still has a fighting chance here. He could have some strong combos, keep himself in the game. Up air. Oh. And Spongy catches it with a neutral. And once again. Oh, here we are. Whiffs the punish. But unfortunately, the Yid is in a situation where he is, even if he's getting the neutral off, he's having trouble putting his combos together. When last game, it's difficult because when last game he was just acting on airs. He could do whatever he wanted. Spongy was just at his whim, but one back air is all it takes to tie things up 1-1. Keep it safe.
Free for all.
Yid's thinking it over again. Will he stick with the Pika that worked well first time? Oh, he's going Yoshi. Answered my question before I could even finish it. Now, one of the things that makes the Yid's Yoshi so difficult to deal with is that once he has a position where he's able to get you hurt, the pain just does not stop. He comes in with so much that just keeps you on your toes. Like there's going to be a hurt box right near you whenever it can be available to him. The Yid's also really good at utilizing his down B to recover, like landing it right in front of the ledge so that he can grab while also keeping a large hurt box out that can keep you from coming into him. If there's one thing I know about the Yid that keeps him different from other Yoshi players, he said that he likes using the eggs a lot more. Like, other players don't really see as much use in having the projectile out there. But if you use it well, like the Yid does, every now and then it can come in handy for him. keep him a bit more protected than he is. But unfortunate loss of his double jump there leaves him falling to his first stock loss. Just like that, egg ended up leading into him getting a 68% string, 84% string on him. But he was able to safely get back on stage, so he can still take something out of this. Oh. Still has his double jump, and makes the egg. Spongy recovers without trouble, and we are in a back to neutral situation. The Yid was really fishing for that forward air there. Maybe you wanted it to hit, maybe you just want a hurt box out there to keep Spongy from coming in. Either way, aggressive plays are bringing him to a position where once any hit from Spongy could also take the stock. So the Yid is now in a situation where he's going to have to really think things through. Good forward air into up air, takes the next stock, and the Yid is moving around, really trying to find the perfect spot to position himself from to keep safe from Spongy's maneuvers, while also fighting for his own rights. Throws the egg, and once again keeps himself in a situation. He's able to manage it better than he was last time that Spongy caught him with the egg from bottom to top platform. Like this time when Spongy reacted to it, he was able to keep himself safe and not lose so much percent. Ooh, going very aggressive. And I understand that when he still has one stock remaining, the Yid does kind of have to play more aggressively, but that was a very bold play. See, 75%. He is at risk here, but Spongy is also in a position where he could be up, and the neutral air takes the jump armor, and the Yid falls to a quick 1-2 takeaway.
Free for all.
The Yid once again stopping to think about changing his character. Eyeing the DK. Interesting. Eyeing Ness, eyeing Luigi. Now he's going back to Pika. We knew it. We're going to have some fun here. Let's see it go again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Both players fighting over top platform. Ooh. Spongy really using his hurt boxes to his advantage. Like, Kirby has a lot more disjoint than he should have, and as such, he's really utilizing the fact that he can afford to be a little bit more aggressive because he will reach a little bit farther than he should. So, and once again, catches the Yid with those up airs, taking him from 0 to 49 in just one string. Now, if there's one thing that Spongy has adapted on, he's really seeing the holes in Pikachu's hurt boxes, and he's just like, okay, the attack is done, I've got my opportunity to come in now. And he's started to really figure out how the Yid works with his Pika. So he's just taking advantage of it. There it is, another 3, 4, 5 up airs lead to 60% being taken in just one string. The Yid is going to have to really change up his play a bit, like figure out now, take his time to think, adapt, keep himself alive, and try to take these 3 stocks before Spongy can get a few too many strong hits on him. Good job maneuvering out of the way of the forward smash there. But he's once again in a situation where, at any hit, Spongy could take his stock. And then he'll be fighting 3-2-1, which is a very rough situation to come back from. Really maneuvering through the air there, trying to keep his down airs going, and back airs protecting him. But once again, that forward smash from Kirby is a force to be reckoned with, where at any second you can just be gone, effectively. The Yid already at 53%, and Spongy still has all 3 of his stocks remaining, we're in a little bit of trouble. So, the back throw keeps him alive, and good use of the neutral B there from the id. It kept him just safe enough to be at risk of the down air, and good play from both. I think that there's definitely a lot from, if going back to watch this, the Yid can look at to see, like, okay, I know what I was doing well. I know what I was doing with the poor. I know how to take the good from the bad, learn from the world, see how to play. See how to fix myself.